Attention fans, tonight and every Friday home match is Salute to Service Night here at the Walter Pyramid. Long Beach State is a proud supporter of the military, first responders, and all those who serve. Tonight we'd like to honor Long Beach Police Department Lieutenant Jim Foster. Police Officer Jim Foster was born and raised in Long Beach. Graduating from Millikan High School in 1986, he was subsequently accepted at the United States Naval Academy, where he graduated with honors in 1990. Jim served as a commissioned officer on a U.S. Navy destroyer that was home-ported in Long Beach and was deployed twice. During his military service, Jim was awarded several commendations, including 2 Navy Achievement Medals, a Combat Action Ribbon, and 3 Southwest Asia Service Medals. After leaving the Navy, Jim joined the Long Beach Police Department and became a sworn officer in 1995. He has been working at LBPD ever since and was recently promoted to the rank of lieutenant. Jim's grandfather, father, and both brothers have served on the LBPD. In total, the Foster family has served the city of Long Beach as police officers for more than 75 consecutive years and have cumulatively provided over 115 years of service and counting. 2 of Jim's children, Jason and Jamie, are currently Long Beach State students, and they join him here tonight. Jim is also joined tonight by his lovely wife, Allison, and her 2 children, Harrison and Veronica. Please join us in another round of applause honoring Lieutenant Jim Foster for his dedicated service to the city of Long Beach and Long Beach State. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the campus of Long Beach State and the Walter Pyramid for this MPSF men's volleyball matchup featuring the visiting USC Trojans and your Long Beach State 49ers. At this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem performed tonight by Mario Bryant.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and a bright star through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we've watched, were so gallantly streaming, and
was the best thing I've ever heard.
Now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First for USC. At center, a 6'6" junior from Naperville, Illinois, number 7, Gert Leisha. And outside hitter, a 6'3" sophomore from Oak Park, number 10, Woody Cook. And outside hitter, a 6'4" sophomore from Manhattan Beach, number 20, Blaine Markland. And opposite, a 6'8" freshman from Redondo Beach, number 22, Lucas Losone. And middle blocker, a 6'9" senior from Rancho Palos Verdes. Now let's meet the starters for the Beach. And opposite, a 6'7" sophomore from Valencia, number 5, Kyle Ensign. At center, a 6'3" sophomore from Long Beach, number 10, Josh Tuaniga. And outside hitter, a 6'4" sophomore from Huntington Beach, number 11, TJ DeFalco. And middle blocker, a 6'7" senior from South Pasadena, number 17, Amir Lugo Rodriguez. And middle blocker, a 6'4" senior from Laguna Niguel, number 19, Bryce Ewell. And outside hitter, a 6'4" senior from Laguna Hills, number 20, Andrew Wentz. And the Beach libero, 5'10", senior from Calabasas, number 27, Andrew Sato. Assistant coaches are Tyler Hildebrand, Nick McCree, and Andy Reed. The head coach for the Beach in his 14th year is Alan Knight. Once again, the starting libero for USC is a 5'10" sophomore from Pacific Palisades, Matt Douglas, number 5. And the Trojans will be using 2 liberos tonight. The other one is a 5'9" senior from Torrance, number 6, Vinny Rios. They will be alternating. Best 3 out of 5. Tip wide, point USC. Serving first for the Trojans, number 10, Woody Cook. Long Beach on the net, point USC.
So SC with Cook serving for a second straight time. Here we go. It's over. Block there. Here's the setup. A little floater. And looks like there's a violation on USC. So point Long Beach State. And we're knotted up at 2. So in the first set on Wednesday evening, Long Beach State lost 26-24, but then was able to take the last couple of points. So Long Beach State trying to take the lead again after getting the first point of the match. We're tied here at 2 in the first set. Early stages here, the match between Long Beach State and USC. Here we go. Serving for the Beach, number 11, TJ DeFalco. Right there over the net. Set up for number 22. Nice block there. Ready, set up. Head back over, and nice there. Oh, saved by USC. And it's outside, point Long Beach State. No, instead they call the point, they call it deflection off Long Beach State, so point USC 3-2 Trojans. Now serving for the Trojans, number 23, Andy Benish. So the Beach trying to knot it up again. Benish with the serve, gets it over. Save there, and number 5, Ensign gets blocked by SC. Set up there, and blocked by SC once again. Here we go. And sent back forth, trying for the kill, instead saved by the Trojans. It's gonna be set back by 20, and the violation as the Trojans touch net, Beach tie it back. That's set there by Woody Cook, so point Long Beach State. SC on the day already has 2 kills, and Long Beach State has 1, with both teams having 1 attacking error each. So here's the serve. Nice dig there. Alicia over to, nice block there on the outside corner by Long Beach State. Number 17, Amir Lugo Rodriguez. The South Pass senior. He is 6'7", big boy, the middle blocker. So number 19 for the Beach serving, Bryce Yuld. Gets it over. Here we go. Alicia sets up the outside. Blocked almost again by the Beach, but gets to the hands of Lugo Rodriguez, and the point goes to USC. So Lucas Lasone serving for the Trojans. Lasone, the 6'8" middle blocker, and opposite the freshman from Redondo Beach, Redondo Union High School. So the lefty, or the righty, here we go. Bad serve there, point Long Beach State. What's way out of the line. Easy sight there by the Beach. So, looking at the crowd here, the Walter Pyramid, got a nice little crowd here. We're trying to break the attendance record in the Pyramid, so Long Beach State trying to get a nice crowd hand. So here's the serve by Ensing. Gets it over as number 5 sets up. Blocked there by the Beach, but point USC as the block was outside. So Lasone just on the service there, and the kill by Blake Markland gets the point back to SC. So SC now has 4 kills, while Long Beach State's still stuck at 2. And SC has a 20% hitting percentage, while Long Beach State's stuck at 12. There we go, sets up Lugo Rodriguez, but just a point Long Beach State on the deflection from USC. So Long Beach State takes the lead again, 6-5. So early stages here in the first set. Long Beach State SC, Long Beach State trying to even up the season series. Serving for the Beach, Andrew Witt. So Alicia sets up, and the kill there by SC by Andy Benish. So again, the score knotted up. There wasn't many lead changes or tie games early on against Cal Baptist, but today it's going to be an interesting back and forth. And the save there by SC, and instead falls outside. Point Long Beach State, and the Beach up 7-6. So Long Beach State 14-2 on the season, number 2 in the nation in the AVCA Division 1 and 2 poll. Leading in the kills for the Beach is TJ DeFalco, and second is Kyle Ensing with 227 and 180 apiece. And the serve is a service error by Lugo Rodriguez, point SC. So Ensing trying to crawl back up in the kill category. He's got 2 so far tonight, and DeFalco has 0. Long Beach State now has 4 to USC's 5 kills. Each team now has a service error. Alicia with the serve. Nice little serve there. Sets up on the outside. Kill by Long Beach State. Number 11, TJ DeFalco on the board. So the Beach up 8-7. On the board here in the Jumbotron, it's a super spike. Nice little Jumbotron. Once again, one of the bigger Jumbotrons here in the nation. So here's the serve by number 10, Josh Toyanga. And a nice save there by USC, but it's going to go out of play. And Long Beach State gets the point, now leading 9-7. No team's led by more than 2 points in the entirety of the set, but Long Beach State finally gets the first advantage, up by 2. So, Tuaniga on the serve, the southpaw. Instead with a service error, and USC gets a free point again. That's already 2 service errors for the Beach so far early, and now they are still leading 9-8, but USC serving. So, serving for USC, Cook. Here we go, gets it over. And the kill is blocked instead by USC, Andy Benish. So, USC finds themselves down 2, and instead ties it back up, and we're knotted up at 9. So again, Cook to serve with a nice little high five foam fingers in the Munson Maniacs, but instead Cook service error and gives the Beach the lead once again. So DeFalco getting the serve. TJ DeFalco, the outside hitter, 6'4" sophomore from Huntington Beach. The Oilers of Huntington Beach High School. Gets the serve, a little floater. Instead, SC reads it, set up by Alicia. Blocked there by Long Beach State, but instead they couldn't reach back and send it back over the net. So SC ties it again here at 10. Just a few points away from our first media timeout. Had a nice rendition prior to the game of the national anthem. So serving for USC, number 23, Lucas Lasson. Set up for DeFalco, gets the point for Long Beach State with the kill, 11-10. So SC still leading in kills, 6-5, but Long Beach State leading the score, 11-10. So serving for the Beach, number 19, Bryce Yold, and instead gets the ace right up the middle, 12-10 Long Beach State. First ace of the match goes to Yold. So the Beach have 1 ace now to the 2 service errors with 4 digs and 6 kills. Again, instead SC responds better this time, and the point is not outside, point Long Beach State. The hit there by Lucas Lasson was just off the mark, and USC calls a timeout. So Long Beach State leads 13-10 at our first timeout. We'll take a quick break here on K-Beach Radio. I'm Zachary Anderson-Yoxheimer with you. You're listening to Long Beach State Men's Volleyball on K-Beach Radio. Okay. Okay, thank you.
Hey fans, my name's Amir from the men's volleyball team. My name is Lauren Jackson from the men's basketball team.
Throughout the month of February, a fellow athlete and I will be raising funds for the Beach Pantry as part of the Big West Coin Drive.
We chose the Beach Pantry because 1 in 5 students in the Cal State system are more than just hungry college students. They actually lack the resources to be able to have affordable, nutritious food and meals.
The Beach Pantry is a free, easily accessible, and no judgment on-campus resource for any Long Beach student in need to receive a variety of non-perishable food items.
Please help us help our fellow students by donating to the Beach Pantry today.
Go Beach.
Go Beach.
Welcome back to the Walter Pyramid. Corey Anderson Yoxheimer with you for men's volleyball inside. 10 and are letting kills by TJ. 6 kills for USC. They've had their own as well, with Markland and Benish having 2 apiece, with Cook and Moss each having 1. So serving for the Beach, number 19, Bryce Yold, already having an ace. So SC instead hits it back up, and the kill for Long Beach State. That one for Ensing, and now TJ DeFalco and Ensing are tied at 3 kills apiece, with the Beach leading now 14-10 after the timeout by USC here in the first set. So Yold has about the last 4 serves. Here we go. Sends it over. Saved by USC. And a little floater over the net by USC is instead sent back over by Long Beach State. And point to Long Beach State. Now 15-10, the Beach lead, starting to run away with it here. It was 9-7 Beach at one point after getting their first 2-point lead, as he came back and tied it. Now Long Beach State's won 6 of the last 7 points. So Yold again with the serve. Leisha setting up the Trojans on the outside, blocked by the Beach, but instead the block is just outside. Oh no, they give the point to Long Beach State. And USC is pleading with the referees, with USC's coach, Jeff Nygaard, in his 2nd season, pleading the call with the referee, but instead Long Beach State given the point 16-10, despite some dispute by the Trojans. So Yold is going to be serving again for the Beach. It's an attack error by Blake Markland. So SC set up by Leisha. Here's the kill attempt. Kill USC 16-11. So despite their disputes, they came right back and get the point. So Yold, a nice little rally there on the serves, even getting an ace. But they lead 16-11. The drop serve almost falls in for the ace. And the kill is instead dug out by USC. And the block by Long Beach State. Lugo Rodriguez gets the point for the Beach, 17-11. So the put your hands up block party and the what would be the Munson Maniac section, now the Beach block party section. So the Beach leading 17-11. Serving for the Beach is now Ensing. Instead, not able to be dug out by USC. Matt Douglas, the libero, cannot dig it out. And the Beach now have a lead of 7 points, 18-11 here in the first set, trying to close in on the first set victory. So Ensing getting ready. Up with the toss, and here's the hit. Hits the net, but still gets over. Set up by Alicia. And the violation, no violation, my apologies, but point USC outside by Long Beach. Still the score is now 18-12 USC. So Long Beach State getting ready from the serve here by USC by Blake Markland. And instead the kill was blocked, but point Long Beach State as the block attempt was sent out of bounds. Long Beach State now leading 19-12 here in the first set. Now serving for the Beach, number 20, Andrew Witt, the outside hitter, 6'4" senior from Laguna Hills. Beach ready and excited, trying to get the win in this rematch. It's dug out by USC. Leisha setting up the Trojans. Blocked there by the Beach. Great block by Long Beach State. Point Beach, 20-12 here in the first set. Long Beach State now has 9 kills, only 2 attacking errors, and they're hitting 41%. SC, however, is only hitting 17% in their own right. Both teams have 2 serving errors, as Witt with the serve. So USC ready on the attack. A little floater tipped over. Long Beach State on the attack. And tipped over after being hit into the net by the Trojans. And the kill by Long Beach State. A little tap over slam by Josh Tuaniga. And Long Beach State now leads 21-12. And USC now calls a timeout again. So we'll take a quick break here on K-Beach Radio. Long Beach State up 21-12, looking to close out this first set. You're listening to men's volleyball here on K-Beach Radio. Okay, thank you. Thank you. We're coming back, Jamie. Welcome back to the Walter Pyramid. I'm Zachary Anderson Yoxheimer with you guys here. Long Beach State men's volleyball versus USC. Long Beach State trying to salvage the split between the two teams. And after the second media timeout here in the first set, after the second timeout called by USC, Long Beach State leading 21-12 over the Trojans, with Long Beach State serving, number 20 serving for the Beach. Andrew Witt. The serve, a good one on the outside. Leisha having to serve up the Trojans from afar. Long Beach State now getting ready on the attack to set up. And instead the weak tip over from the net. Leisha setting up the Trojans. And the kill by number 24 for the Ryan Moss. So Moss right there with the kill. 6'8" outside hitter, sophomore from Corona Del Mar, 21-13. And the ace, miscommunication by the Beach there, and the ace there by USC now cuts the lead to 7 for the Beach. So, Moss on the serve. This time dug out, but sent over on the return. And the block by Long Beach State is out of bounds. USC on a little bit of a run. 3 straight points after that second timeout. 21-15, the Beach lead, with SC scoring the last 3 points. So the Beach, after the break, had 10 kills as the serve by Moss is over. And here's the weak kill, trying to be dug out by Lucas Lasone instead. That weak little tip over by Mike Ferramo. And the Beach now lead 22-15, just a few points away from getting the first set under their belt. Didn't win the first set on Wednesday, first time in a long time, as the serve by Long Beach State is sent over. And the block attempt is saved there by Long Beach State. And the weak kill by DeFalco. He was trying to have a little tap over the net, and instead did not even get it over the net. Was a little bit too finesse with that one. So Bryce Yold comes in for Lugo Rodriguez on the substitution. And serving is Gert Leisha for the Trojans. Score now 22-16, Long Beach State in the first set. Leisha with a foot fault on the serve. So another service error for the Trojans. Long Beach State with another free point. 23-16, Long Beach State. Long Beach State, I believe it says 3 service aces to USC's 1. They have now 11 kills to the Trojans' 10. Serving is Tuaniga. Nice dig there by USC. And here's the kill attempt. It's dug out there by DeFalco, ready on the set for the kill attempt. And point Long Beach State as he sends it over the net. Long Beach State now up 24-16, and the fans rise to their feet, trying to give the Beach a big round of applause as they try to take this first set. So Tuaniga getting ready with the serve. Beach up 24-16. Here we go on the serve. Gets it over the net, hits the net. Leisha to set the Trojans. Blocked there by the Beach, but USC gets it back. And the setup is instead hit down for the kill for USC. USC stays alive for at least another point. 24-17 set point for the Beach here in the first set. So serving for the Trojans, Woody Cook. Cook has 3 kills. No digs, no blocks, and that serve is in the net. First set goes to Long Beach State. A little bit of an anticlimactic end to the first set, but Long Beach State takes the first set 25-17 with another service error by the Trojans. That's 5 total for the first set. So Long Beach State wins the first set 25-17. It was tied at 9, and Long Beach State raced to the end with 16-8 run at the end of the first set to win 25-17. And we'll take a quick break here on K-Beach Radio. So Long Beach State leading 1-0 here early. You're listening to Long Beach State Men's Volleyball on K-Beach Radio. Thank you. All right, you can bring it back, Jamie. Welcome back to the Walter Pyramid. I'm Zachary Anderson-Yoxheimer with you on the call. Long Beach State versus USC tonight. Long Beach State trying to salvage the split between the two schools. First matchup, Long Beach State lost in 4 sets, 3-1. But instead, tonight, Long Beach State jumps on top early, taking the first set 25-17. Long Beach State had 12 kills to the Trojans 11. The key stats here, USC had 6 attacking errors in addition to 4 service errors and only hit 19% in the first set. Long Beach State, on the other hand, only had 3 attacking errors, 2 service errors, and hit 41%, a much higher percentage than the Trojans. Helped with 9 digs, 6 blocks, and 12 kills. The Beach were letting kills by DeFalco and Ensing, the usual suspects. And DeFalco had 2 errors of his own, but he had hit at a 43 percentage with 1 block to go on as well with 2 digs. So SC serving to start the second set. It will be Lucas Lasone serving to start off the second set. So the Beach trying to jump off to a big start again. They already had the first set. And Lasone getting ready. Just slapping the ball on the ground, getting set. Making the Beach wait, and here we go. Tosses it up in the air. Here we go. Our second set is underway. So here's the setup for number 19, Bryce Yold. And the deflection off USC, point Long Beach State. Long Beach State is up 1-0. So serving for the Beach, Tuaniga, one of the 8 players to get in the rotation in the first set. Had a nice run when the Beach were going on a 16-8 run to end the set. Ball gets over, and the return by SC is instead over. The attack by Long Beach State is blocked by USC on the outside by Alicia. So point is now... Actually, my apologies, point was to Long Beach State. So 2-0. The kill was actually by TJ DeFalco. So Beach up 2-0. Tuaniga on the serve. The southpaw. As they come towards me, and as the tip is 2 Trojans run into each other. Ensing with the kill. USC running back. Ready to send it over the net. Here we go. Long Beach State now ready for their attack. Sets it up, and a nice little drop shot instead. Saved by USC. Nice diving attempt sent back over by the Trojans. Ensing up to Tuaniga. And the kill there by Bryce Yold. Long Beach State up 3-0 to start the second set. So Long Beach State having a quick start. 3-0 here in the second set. So, again, Tuaniga on the serve. Gets it just over, and a nice nifty serve, dipping and diving, and Long Beach State takes that point, 4-0. A great serve, hit with pace, and it dipped right down to the ground. And Woody Cook was unable to dig it out, and Beach up 4-0. So Tuaniga, that's southpaw again. Here we go in the air, gets it over. This one a little higher. Alicia to set up the Trojans, and that time, Moss had enough of the Beach rally, just slams it home for the kill. Long Beach State up now 4-1, but USC ends that quick stretch of point, wins by the Beach. Now with the serve is Blake Markland, who led the Trojans in errors the first set. That serve hits the net, but stays alive as DeFalco gets the kill and gets the point for Long Beach State. Beach up now 5-1 as the lead 1-0 here in the second set. So the Beach now have 4 service aces to the Trojans 1 and are hitting at a 46% clip. DeFalco with the serve. Alicia to set the Trojans, and Moss almost gets the kill. Nice save there by DeFalco on the dig. Trojans ready to get the attack going again. Moss slams it home for the kill again, and this time ensures himself the point. So Trojans with the substitution. Rios gets the switch in with Andy Benish. So Moss on the serve after getting that last point for the Trojans. Almost a nifty serve dug out by the Beach. And the kill there by Yold. Long Beach State up 6-2. So Yold now serving. Beach up 6-2 here in the second set. Trojans having 4 service errors, only to the Beach's 2. But Yold, here we go. Gets it over the net. Dug out there by the Trojans, but instead, Rios wasn't able to get over the net on the return. Long Beach State up 7-2, as that's another service ace for the Beach. That is now 5 service aces on the match for Long Beach State, second of the set. Crowd seems to be filling in here more. Got a nice crowd here on hand tonight in the Walter Pyramid as that one hits the net on the serve, but still alive. And the kill there on the outside by Lucas Lasson. So 7-3 Long Beach State with the lead, but USC scoring the last point. So Gert Leisha, one of the most intriguing names I've seen, the 6'6" setter, the redshirt junior out of Naperville, Illinois. So getting ready, Long Beach State trying to make some noise as he sets up. Had a full fault in the first set, and Long Beach State trying to save it. They do, and Singh gets it saved by USC. Leisha to set up the Trojans, and Long Beach State had a violation. Instead, point goes to USC, 7-4 Long Beach State, but back-to-back points for the Trojans. So Leisha serving again, as I mentioned, had a foot fault in his last serve in the first set. Now getting his second opportunity here in the second set. The toss, here we go. Clearly gets over the line, here we go. And the Beach almost get the kill, but instead Leisha ready to set up the Trojans once again. Long Beach State saves it, they're on the attack again. Tuaniga sets up, and a nice drop shot there by the Beach. TJ DeFalco with a nice little drop shot to give the Beach a lead. 8-4. So DeFalco gets the kill. So Long Beach State now up 8-4, ending the USC string of points. Serving for the Beach is Ensing. So SC here on the attack. Alicia setting up the outside hitter for the Trojans, and instead the kill by the Trojans was a little off the mark on the hit there, but it was deflected off the block attempt by Long Beach State, and the Trojans get the point. So 8-5, Long Beach State leads. Serving is Woody Cook for the Trojans. Up in the air, and here we go. And instead, the service error by Cook, having a bit of a struggling night so far. The flowing locks, but it hasn't been a lock to get the ball over the net. So Long Beach State now leading 9-5. As SC now, I believe, has 5 service errors, if I'm not mistaken. So Long Beach State now up 9-5. Serving for the Beach was Andrew Witt. And the block there by Long Beach State. Lugo Rodriguez, the middle blocker, gets the point for Long Beach State. 10-5, and the block party puts their hands up, getting the party started here in Long Beach. So Witt coming back for his second serve in a row, getting ready. On the court right now for the Beach is Sato Tuaniga, Lugo Rodriguez, as the serve is saved there by USC. And the kill attempt is called out by the referees here. Point Long Beach State, 11-5 Long Beach State now, as they get a couple of points here. Substitution for the Trojans, Strange coming in for Lucas Lasson. So once again, Witt getting ready for the serve. As I mentioned, a great crowd on hand here inside the Walter Pyramid. And Witt, serve hits the net, but still goes over. Lisa setting up the Trojans. And Long Beach State gets called for being on the net. Point goes to SC, 11-6. Point goes to the Trojans, but the Beach with the lead. Coach Jeff Negard whispering a couple of words of strategy to Gert Leisha, with Andy Benish on the serve. So here's the toss, good one. Here's the serve, gets it over. A great one. Long Beach State saves it. DeFalco trying for the kill. Nice diving stop there by the Trojans. Sent back over. Long Beach State's diving save. Ensing has to slap it over. Leisha setting up the Trojans. Blocked there by Long Beach State, but still alive. Lugo Rodriguez instead blocked there by SC on the outside corner. Recent substitution, Aaron Strange, the 6'4" opposite freshman. San Clemente gets the block and the point for the Trojans, but Long Beach State still leads 11-7. Long Beach State number 2 in the AVCA Division I and Division II polls, taking on USC number 14, who comes in at 6-9. See with the serve. And Ensing gets a kill. The referee was diving out of the way and calls the point in. He was trying to avoid the ball, but at the same point, he moved his head away, but they called a point on the inside. The two referees having a quick discussion about SC being on his back. Now here's a quick chat with Coach Nygaard. Long Beach State got the point, so it's 11-7. Ensing, I believe, with the kill. So Long Beach State now has 18 total kills compared to USC's 17. So here's a lengthy discussion between the referees. Now I'll give you their names. John Peterson and Patrick Bradley. Coach Knipe having a quick word with the 49ers. Tuaniga having a quick chat. 49er fans having some discussions. And the official call having a quick word. Some sarcastic chats and some sarcastic claps, but Long Beach State gets the point. My apologies. Scores now 12-7 Long Beach State. Alicia now heading over to the opposite side to talk to the referee on the far side. As the Trojans seem a bit chatty with the referees early on here in the second set. So the Beach trying to extend their lead. Lugo Rodriguez on the serve. Alicia now, after talking to every referee in sight, seems ready to get play back and going, and the Beach now lead 12-7. Lugo Rodriguez here ready for the serve. So Beach, here we go. Bad serve into the net. Lugo Rodriguez, there's a low toss, and he was unable to counter that low toss, and instead hits it straight to the net. Service error for the Beach. Now serving for the Trojans. Opposite 17 is Strange for the Trojans. The serve is a nice high one. Tuaniga setting up the Beach. A big time kill by Yuld. And the Beach now lead 13-8 here in the second set, with the Beach up 1-0. SC finding themselves a bit back. The first set was a little bit more back and forth with lots of ties and a couple of lead changes. This one not that this far. Serving for the Beach. Tuaniga just gets it over. Alicia setting up the Trojans. And that one's blocked, but SC keeps it alive. So the outside hitter blocked again. SC getting ready, trying to go on the attack again. Long Beach State does not get the block this time, but Tuaniga sets it up. The Beach with the Falco trying for the kill. A nice diving stop there by SC. Sends it back over. Strange sends it wide. Beach gets the point after a lengthy rally, 14-8. Coach Nygaard getting a substitution in. Christopher Orenik coming in for number 20, Blake Markland. So the attack error by Aaron Strange, and the point went to Long Beach State. 14-8 Beach lead here in the second set. So Tuaniga looking at the ball, trying to get some good luck, get some good mojo going on, and the southpaw ready and over. A big time serve, but instead saved by the Trojans. And a return tipped over. Long Beach State ready on the attack. And Ensing was going for the kill, but SC got called for bringing on the net. Point Long Beach State, 15-8. And Coach Nygaard calls the timeout. So we're going to take a break here on K-Beach Radio. Long Beach State leading 15-8. You're listening to Long Beach State men's volleyball here on K-Beach Radio. Welcome back to Walter Pyramid. Long Beach State leading 15-8 after that timeout by the Trojans. Long Beach State dominating here in the second set, and Tuaniga here already with the serve. Nice serve, but a diving stop by the Trojans. Alicia setting up Moss, but Sato with the dig, and DeFalco goes for the kill, but the block was hit wide by the Trojans. Long Beach State gets the point. 16-8. Long Beach State seems to be running away with this second set. First set was a bit closer. It was back and forth until the teams were tied at 9, and Long Beach State was able to run away with it. This time, Long Beach State has been able to lead from the outset. So Tuaniga with the serve. That one is instead a service error. It was about 2 inches away from being an ace. Instead, the service error by Tuaniga and ends his good streak of serves. And now SC gets the point, trailing 9-16 here in the second set. So serving for the Trojans, number 14, Christopher Orenick, the 6'3" player. Here we go. And Yoel with a big time kill off USC, goes into the crowd, and Long Beach State gets the point, leading 17-9. So service errors, USC with 5, Long Beach State with 4, but the Beach have 5 aces to the Trojans 1. So DeFalco with the big time serve, and instead the little trick shot there by Leisha instead was getting ready to serve, but as he was getting ready to set up the Trojans right there, my apologies, turned and flicked the ball over the net for the easy point. Long Beach State leading only 17-10. Moss with the serve for the Trojans, set up, and the kill by Ensing, and the Beach now lead 18-10. So the Beach racking up the kills here in the second set. They now have 24 for the match. And the Beach hitting now 48%. So Yoel with the serve. Set up there by DeFalco. And the kill by DeFalco. And the Beach now lead 19-10. Getting close to nervous time here, the Trojans. They won the first match between the two schools in 4 sets, but they're in danger of falling behind now 2-0 early on. So Yoel with the serve. Alicia to set the Trojans. And that kill there by Andy Benish gets the Trojans on the board again, 19-11, but Long Beach State leads. So Alicia, after that kill just a couple moments ago, a little bit of a finesse kill on the serve. Spins the ball in his hand. Here's the toss, and here we go. Nice top spin on the ball. And a big time kill by Lugo Rodriguez. It was a great setup there by Tuaniga, right into the sweet spot, and Lugo Rodriguez just hammered it home, giving the Beach the 20-11 lead. So Ensing getting ready. Here's the serve, up 20-11. Gets it over. Alicia setting up the Trojans. And the kill attempt instead saved by the Beach. And it's in there. Kill by Long Beach State. Points by Long Beach State. I believe the kill was by Andrew Witt. We'll get the official ruling. No, kill was by, yes, it was Andrew Witt. Long Beach State leading 21-11. Ensing again on the serve. Gets it over. Gnarly serve there. Setting up Strange. Blocked by the Beach. A triple block there between Lugo Rodriguez, Tuaniga, and Witt. We'll see who they give the credit to. Long Beach State leading 22-11. Well, we'll tell you who gives credit for the block there, but a timeout by SC, and we're here for another break in the second set. Long Beach State leads 22-11. We'll take a break here on K Beach Radio. Oh my goodness, Jamie. They had the Titanic cam on. Like they're playing the song and they have a guy and a guy is holding up like another guy. Welcome back to the Walter Pyramid. I'm Zachary Anderson, your Oxheimer with you guys. The Beach only 3 points away from a commanding 2-0 lead over the Trojans. The 14th ranked Trojans at that, but they only come in at 6-9. Long Beach State 14-2, looking for their 8th straight victory. They've been on a nice hot run here, just dominating from the outset in the second set. And Ensing on the serve. Here we go. Serve hits the net, but SC ready to go on the attack. And that's the point and the kill by USC. Christopher Orenick, the 6'3" outside hitter, redshirt senior from Manhattan Beach, California, out of Miracosta High School. Now, Woody Cook ready for the serve, getting ready, trying to have USC with the big comeback in the second set to make things interesting. Here we go. Over the net. Tuaniga sets up to Falco with the kill. No Trojan was within sight. Easy point there by the Beach, 23-12. And the Beach just a couple of points away from getting 2-0 in the lead. So, serving for the Beach looks to be number 24, Eric Ensing. So there's Kyle and Eric. This time it's Eric on the serve. Here we go. Big time serve set up by USC Alicia on the outside corner by Strange. Blocked up, Tuaniga setting up the Beach. Lugo Rodriguez sets it over, but Alicia gets it back. And the block by the Beach gets it back in play just on the line. And Long Beach State is a set point away from taking a 2-0 lead here in the Walter Pyramid. The Beach bench is going quite crazy here. The student section standing up, ready to get loud, and the band's ready to beat the drums for what could be a big time lead. The serve from Eric Ensing over Alicia, ready, setting up the Trojans. And it's hit over, and they give the point to Long Beach State, and they run into the locker room before the referees can have any conference. There's a possibility of a tip, of a deflection, but they give the point to Long Beach State. So Long Beach State takes the second set 25-12, and they find themselves leading 2-0 and ready to roll to their 8th straight victory. We'll see what SC does after this switch over after 2 sets, but it can't be much to see if they can stop this hot Long Beach State attack. So after 2 sets, Long Beach State taking them both against the Trojans. We'll take a break here on K-Beach Radio. You listen to Long Beach State men's volleyball on K-Beach. We're ready. Welcome back to the Walter Pyramid. After 2 sets, Long Beach State leads the USC Trojans 2-0, taking their first set by a score of 25-17. Then dominating even further in the second set, leading 25-12, leading for the entirety of the second set, and didn't look back. In the first set, Long Beach State and SC were going back and forth between the two teams. Numerous ties and lead changes until the score was tied at 9-all, and Long Beach State ran off 16-8 to take the first set. But in the second set, Long Beach State jumped on the Trojans early, scoring the first 4 points. But then SC tried to come back, but to no avail. Long Beach State was able to run away with the set. And Long Beach State's looking to take this commanding lead and put the Trojans away and not give them any hope whatsoever. If a loss tonight would drop the Trojans to 6-10 and further down in the MPSF. They're already 4-7 in MPSF play. Meanwhile, Long Beach State is 10-1 in MPSF play, looking for their 11th win. But to start off serving for the Beach in the third set is Tuaniga. Here we go, the southpaw gets it over, but it hits the net, but still alive. And the dig there by Long Beach State, set up by Tuaniga. And the block by USC, big time block by the Trojans, by Andy Benish. Gets the Trojans on the board first here in the third period. We'll see what Coach Jeff Giegard said after the break. The quick little change over to see what he can get the Trojans ready there. The block was by a combination of Benish and Lasone. SC up 1-0, but a service error way long by Gianluca Grasso. So the Beach already tied 1-all. So yet again, another service error by USC. They now have 6 on the game, only to 1 service ace. DeWalco on the serve, a little bit of a big one with top spin. So Long Beach State getting ready, set up by Tuanigo, and the kill by Yule, and Long Beach State quickly leads 2-1 after SC started off the scoring in the third set. USC could have taken advantage there, but instead a service error, and Long Beach State trying to take a big time lead, but instead the Beach have a service error of their own by DeFalco. That was a terrible toss to him. He threw it way forward, so he had to take a running jump just to make sure he didn't foot fault there, but was able to hit the ball, but the bad toss forced him to hit into the net. So 23, Andy Benish on the serve, good toss, soft serve. Tuaniga setting up the Beach, but blocked by the Trojans on the kill attempt. And that one is just poked over the net. A little kill there, this time by Eric Ensing. My apologies. That one was Kyle Ensing getting the kill. Long Beach State up 3-2. So 5 points in, both teams already with the service error. This time, Yule with the long serve, and the Beach already 2 service errors and 6 points total of the game, and the teams are knotted up at 3. Serving for the Trojans, Lucas Lasone trying to get the serves back in play. The 6'8" middle blocker, an opposite hitter. Here we go. That one into the net, and already both teams with 2 service errors apiece in the third set, and the Beach take the 4-3 lead. In the changeover, they were showing the Titanic cam. Numerous little younger kids are having fun with that Titanic cam. But on the serve is Kyle Ensing. This time gets it over. Alicia setting up the Trojans. And the kill attempt deflected by the Beach. Point goes to the Trojans. Kill by Lucas Lasone. So didn't have this many service errors. Now USC has 7 in the total of the game, and Long Beach State has 6, but the score tied at 4 here in the third. So serve gets over. Tuaniga's getting ready for the Beach. The kill attempt is there for the Beach as the dig attempt by Vinny Rios goes long. Long Beach State now leading 5-4. A bit of a back and forth third set. The bench for Long Beach State, given Lots of words of encouragement. Now serving for the Beach. Witt gets it over. Here we go. Alicia setting up the Trojans outside. A big-time kill by Gianluca Grasso. Slammed it home. And the dig attempt by Long Beach State could not come to fruition as that was hit with a lot of force. And the score once again knotted up at 5. So the serve is outside. Point goes to Long Beach State. Another service error for the Trojans. Beach leading 6-5. Not that many service errors in the first 2 sets. If you took all the service errors in this 3rd set alone, only 11 points in. That's probably the combined amount of service errors in the first 2 sets wholly. Amir Lugo Rodriguez on the serve. And that kill attempt by Lucas Lasone is instead attacking error by Lasone. Point goes to Long Beach, and they lead 7-5. So Lugo Rodriguez getting another serve, leading 7-5 here in the 3rd set. But he foot faults, so point goes to SC, another service error for the Beach, and we're having a bunch of errors. Not a baseball game, folks, but lots of service errors, a lot here in the 3rd set early going. So 7-6 Long Beach State. And Alicia on the serve. Good toss, here we go. Nice tops into Aniga setting up. And instead dumps it over for his own kill. We saw Alicia do that on his own. Instead loses his serve on Tuaniga doing that. And instead, Beach leading 8-6. So looking at the ball, the southpaw ready here going, ready to rock for the Beach. Gets it over instead, my apologies, hits it straight into the net. Another service error, 8-7 Beach lead. Trojans have a chance to knot it up once again. Now the Beach having a lot of service errors through 2. They only had, I believe, 2 service errors. Now they have 6 in this 3rd set. Tuaniga sitting at the Beach. DeFalco couldn't get that much on it. On the attack of the Trojans. Nice dig by the Beach. DeFalco has to run into the stands, and he does not get it over. He ran into the stands, almost took a step on the seats. He's a little mad at himself, saying, oh, I probably should have got that one, but that would have been a nice one, and he had to run all the way to the far court and try to hit it over the net backwards, but could not do it as it hit the top of the net on the tape and fell back on the Long Beach side. So score knotted up at 8. Serving for the Trojans is Garros, or Grasso, my apologies. Dug out by the Trojans, but they give the point to Long Beach State. Instead, no dig. Point goes to the Beach as ruled by the referees. Beach lead 9-8. So DeFalco getting another chance to serve after having that service error early on, trying to redeem himself after that bad toss. Again, another service error, so back-to-back service errors for DeFalco. He leads both teams in kills with 11 by a long shot, but the last couple of service errors have done him in and given Trojans the 3 points. So Andy Benish, this time trying to give the Trojans the lead with the score knotted up at 9. And that one's hit long with no spin whatsoever, a little bit of a knuckleball, but hit long, and the Beach lead 10-9. And it seems like instead of playing volleyball, we're playing patty cake here. And Long Beach State leading 10-9. Lots of service errors going on. Now Yold with the serve, gets it over. Alicia over to Christopher Orenik, but blocked by the Beach. Beach lead 11-9. They're the first to get into double digits in all 3 of the first sets. Now Long Beach State trying to run away with this one and call it a night. 11-9 here, 3rd set. Beach up 2 sets to love. Yold gets it over again. Alicia to set up for the Trojans. That attack is instead called in. Kill for the Trojans. They get the scoreboard on double digits. Score now 11-10. Lasone serving for the Trojans now. Bouncing the ball, getting ready. Large crowd here on Hand in the Pyramid. Lasone instead, terrible serve. Hits it into the bottom of the net. Was not even close to going over. And the patty cake continues. And I'm certainly not a baker's man. But all I can say is Long Beach State leading 12-10, 2-0 with Kyle Ensing on the serve. Here we go. And he hits it into the net. And yet again, another service error. A 6-7. Sophomore, the opposite outside hitter, hits to the net. Long Beach State's lead only 12-11. So USC with Christopher Arenik on the serve. Gets it over just barely. Tuaniga sets it up for Lugo Rodriguez for the kill. Long Beach State 13, SC 11. Long Beach State getting a little bit excited there on the bench, trying to replicate the Monmouth bench mob from the NCAA basketball team. This time on the serve for the Beach, Andrew Witt. Ready, good toss, here we go. Gets it over. SC ready for the attack. Blocked by Long Beach State, point LBSU. Great block by Tuaniga. So the Beach now lead 14-11. The attacking error by Gianluca Grasso, but the block by Lugo Rodriguez and Tuaniga. Beach up 14-11. So the serve by Witt. Sent across. Alicia setting up the Trojans. That kill is sent way long. Attacking error for the Trojans. Beach up 15-11. And USC calls another timeout. Long Beach State has yet to use a timeout so far this match. Haven't needed to, but just an interesting fact. USC calls the first timeout of the third set. Long Beach State leads 15-11, so we'll take a break here on K Beach Radio. All right, you can bring it back, Jamie. Welcome back to the Walter Pyramid. Beach leading 15-11 here in the third set, trying to close out what would be their 8th straight victory and trying to exact revenge after an early season loss to USC. Has been a tale of not many tales, but so far in this third set, lots of service errors between both teams. Not hitting at a great percentage, but Long Beach State still has the lead 15-11 and trying to run away with it with Witt on the serve. The toss gets it over. Here we go, Alicia on the set. And that one hit way over the attacking error by Arenik. Long Beach State now leading 16-11. So for the Beach, they have still 5 service aces, but now 10 service errors. And the Trojans have 10 service errors of their own. Witt with another serve. That one goes long. That's going to make it 11. The Beach have been hitting at a 50% clip, but the big thing is they have 11 service errors with the whole load of them coming in this set. Serve gets over for the Trojans. DeFalco with a big-time kill. 17-11, Long Beach State. And we're going to have a substitution here. Number 24, Eric Ensing, coming in for Lugo Rodriguez. And the Beach leading 16-11, 17-12. So, serving for the Beach is Ensing. And that kill is blocked by DeFalco, ready to set. Here we go. And that is another error by Lucas Lasone. Long Beach State leading 17-11 here in the third set. Now John Rivera taking Lasone's spot. Hasn't had much of a good game as Coach Nygaard trying to get the Trojans a spark here with Long Beach State going on a run. So Ensing, Eric Ensing with Kyle Ensing also on the floor. Eric. So, a violation for USC, I believe on the substitution, results in a free point for Long Beach State, who now lead 19-12, my apologies, score 19-12. So Alicia goes for it, saves it, and hits the net. Instead, they call deflection, so SC has a free set of 3, but the attacking error hit long, and Long Beach State now leads 19-12, 20-12. We're a bit slow here on the stat broadcast. But now USC calls a timeout, second one of the third period. So Long Beach State leading 20-12, USC trying to find a spark here. Listen to Long Beach State men's volleyball on KBH Radio. Long Beach State trying to. Few points away, 5 exactly, from taking the lead. Well, not from taking the lead, but just from taking this match. Going for 8 in a row. Eric Ensing on the serve. Here we go. Trojans on the return getting over. Grasso gets it over, and then a save there on the floor is Kyle Ensing, blocked by Long Beach State. Instead, the save by Alicia. The kill attempt is not able to be saved there by TJ DeFalco, but instead, USC gets the point on the exciting back and forth rally. So Eric Ensing, after those few serves, is subbed back in by number 27 for the Beach, Sato. Now serving for USC, Gert Leisha. Interesting name and a tall man. Leisha on the serve, high toss, here we go. Big time serve, but goes long. Long Beach State with the point, 21-13. Both teams are knotted with 11 service errors apiece. But Long Beach State leads 21-13 here in the third set. So Tuaniga here on the serve, the southpaw tosses it high. Last time called for the football, this time gets it over. USC on the kill attempt, this time dug out by Sato, the serve. And the setup by Ensing, saved, a nice diving attempt. Leisha sends it back over. Long Beach on the offensive. Iga sets up. That time, Witt not getting the kill, but Witt again for the kill. Long Beach State point. Beach leading 22-13. So Beach feeling the momentum, trying to get back the Trojans, give back a taste of their own little medicine, and then some, with what would be completing the sweep. Tony eyes the volleyball, here we go, tosses up, here we go. And a nice serve into the net, saved there by Alicia, and somehow got over by the Trojans. Set up for DeFalco with the kill. 23-13, Beach just 2 points away from the victory. DeFalco now has 13 kills on the night. Ensing close second with 8. The only thing about DeFalco, he has 3 errors compared to Ensing 0. So Ensing playing a clean game, but DeFalco being the big-time winner in the kill category. But that serve way long by Tuaniga. He hit it long and curving away from the line just outside. 23-14. So SC trying to stage a last-minute comeback and trying to stay in this one with Grasso on the serve. Down 23-14. Beach on the offensive. DeFalco with the kill right past the arms. Alicia. Beach have match point and set point. 24-14. DeFalco now has 14 kills. The entire pyramid up on their feet. A great crowd on hand, especially on the sides. DeFalco on the serve. Gets it over. SC on the offensive. Alicia. The block attempt is instead missed, so the big-time kill by John Rivera gets the point. Score now 24-15, Long Beach State with Andy Benish on the serve, but Long Beach State with the match point. So Benish getting the boos from the home crowd, gets it over. Set up by Tuaniga. And that one is blocked, but no, instead, point Long Beach State. They call the point on the violation from SC, and Long Beach State gets the point, comes and jumps around. The Beach take the match 3 sets to love and 25-15 here in the third set. Long Beach State had a back and forth first set, took it by going on a 16-8 run. In the second set, Long Beach State scored the first 4 points and ran away with the second set. And then we'll be with you with the final tallies and final stats after Long Beach State and SC engage in a quick but exciting battle. Long Beach State takes their 8th straight victory, but we'll go back and take a break and be back with you for the final stats. So Long Beach State wins this one 3-0 and take it against the Trojans, splitting the season series. We'll take a quick break here on K Beach Radio.